What up, world? Welcome to another episode of the Brand New Show. As you know, I am Brand New. Like always on all podcast platforms everywhere, Brand New Show. Social media platforms, Instagram, Brand New Show. Oh, Brand New, I should say. And Threads is Brand New. Um, yeah, so no show, just Brand New on Instagram and Threads. Facebook is the Brand New Show, and of course, TikTok, it is Brandon Janu Show. And like always, YouTube channel, Brandon Janu Show. You go there, you find this visual and other shorts and everything under the sun. Um, Subscribe, comment, I do comment back, like the videos, man. Let's get into it, man. So this is a deep dive slash kind of point of view random shit. I can do that because I'm the host. God damn it. So Sunday, Kendrick Lamar was announced as the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show performer. Um, Congratulations to Kendrick. Um, Congratulations to the man. He is officially the first hip hop artist by himself. This is very massive. He is the first hip hop artist solo act to headline a Super Bowl. That is fucking massive for any fan of hip hop. I don't give a fuck if you think Kendrick is great or not. That is fucking incredible for the genre of music that just celebrated 50 fucking years last year. For it to now finally have its first active hip hop head lead of the Super Bowl. That is crazy and fucking well deserved to hip hop. And Kendrick, congratulations. With that being said, there has been a discourse, arguments, and complete craziness going on social media this past since Sunday because the Super Bowl halftime show is in New Orleans. Now, for disclosure, I am from New Orleans. I was born and raised in New Orleans. So I am like a lot of people from the city that feel like Lil Wayne got disrespected. This is not a diss to Kendrick. And I think people have this. I hate this time period we live in because it's like a disrespectful thing to say someone deserves it more than you do. And we have to now discredit and tear down someone else to explain why this person deserves it more than this one. And I fucking, I guess I hate saying hate, but I really have a distaste for that shit. Not to say Kendrick is not great, because Kendrick is. Not to say Kendrick's not having an amazing year, because he is. But I'm gonna be 100. When the Super Bowl wrapped up, the Super Bowl halftime show wrapped up in February of this year, and Usher did his thing. I immediately said on social media, I think I even did an episode about it, and I said Lil Wayne should easily be the Super Bowl halftime show performer for the Super Bowl next year in New Orleans. And since Sunday, I have seen the most disrespectful, most ignorant ass people. And I'm trying not to say it that way, but it comes off that way because it's fucking true. I have heard people now say, physically say, Lil Wayne has no hits. Lil Wayne, most of his hits comes from mixtapes. I have seen people sit there with a straight face on social media and say, "Y'all really thought Wayne was gonna perform at the Super Bowl? Ha 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 ha! What made you think Wayne would? You think Wayne could hold down a Super Bowl performance?" I've seen people in comments say the only reason why you want Lil Wayne on stage is because you think he gonna bring out Drake and Nicki Minaj. My nigga, Wayne had a career before Drake and Nicki Minaj even came into the picture. Do you not understand that shit? Is that a foreign fucking language for y'all? To be honest with yourself, is that is that what we doing nowadays? What the fuck is happening, bro? The fact that people with a straight face on social media has this type of level of ignorance, and here's the fucking crazy part: we are the only culture of people that disrespect the legends that paved the way for the people like Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar himself has said openly how much he loves and respects Lil Wayne. I don't give a fuck if this beef happened or not. You telling me this man don't respect Wayne now? Come on now. Lil Wayne, and now I'm hearing this is another thing I'm hearing. This is another thing I'm hearing. Which is fucking nuts. Well, the Super Bowl show is global and it's a world, it's an American show. Like you gotta have a brand attached to you. You gotta be a certain type of artist to do the Super Bowl. Artist, huh? Artist? Oh, artist. Oh, you mean when y'all was calling Drake a pop star for the last 3 fucking months and telling that nigga, hey, it would be no problems if you just keep waving your hands and making us dance. Now you telling me Kendrick go on stage and make us wave our hands and make us dance. That, that's the type of artist you are saying you want. Because that's exactly what the fuck the Super Bowl is. First it was popularity. And now it's now Kendrick's an artist? That's weird. For 4 fucking months I've been hearing you say Kendrick is a fucking rapper. Now he's this death defining artist and he is this cultural changing artist. What? What? When the fuck did this happen? Now the nigga get the Super Bowl show and now he's an artist. He's a performer. Kendrick is a performer. Brandon, you don't know. Kendrick is a performer now. He's a game changer performer. Huh? When the fuck did that happen? And now Lil Wayne is a rapper. Lil Wayne's a rapper that can't perform and don't remember his words to his songs. The disrespect. This is the craziest shit I've seen. And for the old heads that also are like, who want to see Wayne at the so you never liked Wayne. And that's the crazy part because I'm realizing just like his protege, Wayne's I forget that how many people disrespected Little Wayne back in the day. It fucking I forgot that. because Wayne is so synonymous with greatness nowadays. And when you hear a Wayne verse, it's crazy. It's a moment. It's a changing of the guard. It's like, whoa, Wayne can still spit, man. That's crazy. The man been doing it for 30 fucking years. The fact of the matter is that now Kendrick is an artist. Kendrick is a pop star. Kendrick's got the biggest song of the summer. Kendrick is more relevant. When the fuck did all this? Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Am I? Am I missing something? I must be missing something. This can't be the same fan base that was telling Drake to keep waving it, keep making us wave our hands and making us dance. This cannot be the same fan base. This can't be. Now Kendrick is this death defining artist. He's this game changer performer. That's funny. That's new. That shit is new. That's new. No diss to Kendrick. All the disrespect to the fans of Kendrick. Oh yeah, all them niggas get disrespected. Cause this shit is ridiculous. This shit is crazy. I've never seen this shit before. I've never y'all niggas moved the goalposts. Lord Jesus. I've never seen this shit. I've never seen it. Now you niggas are posting old the funny thing I wanna see. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen. Y'all keep talking about some when Wayne performed at WrestleMania 40. Oh, you mean the WrestleMania where it's wrestling, WrestleMania, where it's a timing event where you can't go too over the performance? The fact that the man is running down a fucking stadium, the man is running down, bro. Come on now. In the fucking code, it's April in Philly. You really want to hold that? And then on top of that, it was on a Saturday night, and a lot of people said that night when he performed, it was the coldest that WrestleMania was that whole weekend. So Wayne's running out there trying to catch his breath in the fucking cold to perform a millie, and you motherfuckers want to hold that against him? Okay, okay, that's some funny shit. Y'all forget that that Saturday it was a cold ass. Matter of fact, so much so it was so cold that half these motherfuckers on social media was like, "What the fuck is wrong with the crowd?" Half these niggas at the WrestleMania was like, "What the fuck is wrong with the crowd?" Because the crowd ain't cheering for shit. They ain't popping for a goddamn thing. What is going on with the crowd? The motherfuckers was cold. Motherfuckers was cold, bro. And you want to hold that against Lil Wayne? Really, nigga? We holding that against Lil Wayne? Get the fuck out of here, bro. If we holding that against Lil Wayne, we forgetting that Kendrick Lamar did a whole pop-out show and didn't remember half the words to his new songs. Oh, are we revising history now? Are we forgetting that now? That he forgot some of the words to his fucking new song? Oh, it's new songs. Brandon, come on. He didn't rehearse these songs. You announced the pop-out show, what, in May? You announced the pop-out show in like May. Wayne was announced to perform at the WrestleMania 40 until that Monday. Wayne didn't get announced to perform at WrestleMania 40 until that Monday. Oh, but it's a Millie. He has performed this plenty of times. Not in the motherfucking cold air running up and down with the fucking stadium. What, come on, bro. Like, bro, you want to hold shit in standards. Come on, bro. Let's not do this. My problem with people is that you move the fucking goalposts so many times. And I'm starting to realize that I think a lot of people are now fucking figuring this shit out. It's like you niggas are moving the goalposts just for him, just for Kendrick, nobody else. You moving the goalposts just for him. Not a conversation. I keep saying, well, what was this discourse in 2013? What was all this outrage for 2013? 2013. Okay, let me go to 2013. Oh, you mean the Super Bowl performance where Beyonce was the headliner? That Super Bowl. You talking about the Super Bowl where Beyonce was the headliner in New Orleans? That Super Bowl. You think Wayne was gonna get it over Beyonce, nigga? Are you serious? I love Wayne, but nigga, no. I love Wayne, but I'm not about to, nigga, no, no, bro. The first Super Bowl Beyonce ever did too, being a headliner, and you think she about to lose that spot to Wayne? And at that time also, who was picking the Super Bowl performance? The NFL. And they were only picking popular artists. 2019, well, Atlanta didn't have no Atlanta artists. Oh, you mean a year before Jay-Z took over? And the reason, and that became the actual reason for why Atlanta had to pick the reason why they had to pick Jay-Z, because so many people was fucking outraged about the 2019 Super Bowl performance. Oh, you mean that Super Bowl? That Super Bowl. Well, J Lo and Shakira is not from Miami, but it's a massive Latino base, massive Hispanic base in Miami. We gonna act like it's not? Oh, now y'all wanted to all be local, like the fucking L.A. performance wasn't local. Like like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Kendrick and Anderson .Paak are not from California, and Los Angeles to be exact. The fuck are y'all talking about? That's like if they did that shit in L.A. and said Eminem gonna perform. You mother, then that location shit would actually be valid. If they did it in LA, it was like Eminem can perform. Then the location shit would be valid. It would be valid. But the fact that they actually did a performance in Los Angeles with people from Los Angeles, and they were the headliners because the headliners was Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and friends. Dr. Dre and Snoop were the two headliners. I know people think that it wasn't. It was Dr. Dre and Snoop. Dr. Dre hasn't had a number one hit single since 1999. It might have been Forgot About Dre. Snoop ain't had a number one single since what? Sexual Seduction? And that was 2008? The fuck are y'all talking about? What what is what is the argument? When I hear people say, "Oh, now y'all wanted to be a local thing," you goddamn right I do, because we earned it. You are right. New Orleans has hosted 11 Super Bowls. 8 of them have been in the Superdome. This is the first time in the NFL history that they've been in New Orleans that the possibility that Little Wayne could be a performer in the Super Bowl. The fact that Little Wayne, it could be a possibility to be a performer in the Super Bowl. This has never happened before. That's something else people are not talking about. Y'all keep bringing this shit up, but y'all are forgetting the fact that hip hop didn't really get, talked about on the big stage of the Super Bowl until Jay-Z took over, which was 2020. So when you sit there and you say that the Super Bowl, I'm sorry, I'm watching NXT. wrestling. But when you sit there and you say, physically sit there and say, well, New Orleans hosted multiple Super Bowls. What you mean that y'all had this outrage in 2013? Jay-Z wasn't picking the Super Bowl by then, my nigga. Hip hop wasn't seen as a actual Super Bowl halftime headlining event. Hip hop was not seen as that. So when you sit there and you say hip hop, that Lil Wayne, where's the outrage? When was that? When was that outrage there? You know damn well hip hop was not seen as a Super Bowl generational thing at the time. It was not perceived as a popular genre of music that can actually galvanize the Super Bowl crowd. Jay-Z takes over, and for the first time in years, Lil Wayne actually has a possibility to be the performer of the Super Bowl halftime show. And then he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. Okay, another thing I've been saying. Where the state picks the Super Bowl halftime show. Really? The state picks it. Really? Okay, state picks it. So did the state of Arizona go to Jay-Z and say, Rihanna, we want Rihanna? Or did Jay-Z say, I think I get Rihanna. I think I get Rihanna to come and perform for the Super Bowl in Arizona. Which one was it? Was the state of Arizona say we want Rihanna, or did Jay Z say I think I get Rihanna to come and perform at the Super Bowl? We shall see. Which one is it? Because and listen, Jay Z is my favorite rapper. Him and Wayne are my two favorite rappers. I have said repeatedly, my two favorite rappers is Carter. My favorite rapper is Carter. Last name is Carter. Lil Wayne, Dwayne, Michael Carter, or Sean Carter. I do not give a fuck. It's Carter. But for people to actually act like Lil Wayne not getting this performance, not getting this opportunity in New Orleans is not a shot to him or it's not a slight to him. You are fucking lying to yourself. This man for since February has been on multiple podcasts and interviews and has been physically asked, what would it mean to you, the artist, Lil Wayne, to perform at a Super Bowl in New Orleans? And what did he say? I would love to do that. That is some bucket list shit. And now he's just okay with the shit. He doesn't care about the shit, huh? Being from New Orleans next year is also a significant thing. See, people don't understand this also, which I haven't seen anybody say this also. Next year, 2025, particularly August 2025, will be the 20-year anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. Now, I know you probably don't care because we live in a world right now where nobody cares. But to me, that is a life altering situation that happened in my life. I literally, like I said, I am from New Orleans. I was born in New Orleans, and I have lived in Houston ever since that hurricane. That hurricane changed my life. But more importantly, the visuals of that hurricane. People on top of their roofs. You hearing people say they blew up the levee, and particularly that Superdome being the place of the Super Bowl, 20-year anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. And for the first time in history of the Super Bowl in New Orleans, we actually had somebody that could actually represent the city. That is one of the greatest rappers and artists who have the hits, have more hits than Kendrick, that people know. Yeah, people know Wayne's hits. You think they don't until you start playing them. But people that's also saying Wayne's not a performer, or Wayne forgets his words. It's September. You do know the Super Bowl is until February, right? You do know that, right? The Super Bowl isn't until February. So that he doesn't know his word shit sounds absolutely fucking stupid. You telling me in a couple of months Wayne wouldn't be, and especially in New Orleans of all places? You telling me that man won't be fucking ready for the Super Bowl to perform? Oh, that's gonna be his only fucking thought process, to be 100% ready to perform in New Orleans for the motherfucking Super Bowl. You are delusional if you think Lil Wayne, and even if he couldn't, that crowd would carry his ass. That city would go nuts for that man. Are you fucking kidding me? For the Super Bowl to be in New Orleans for the 20-year anniversary, pretty much, of Hurricane Katrina, what that Superdome looked like during that storm, the roof being literally ripped off of its fucking, getting ripped off, people in that stadium dying next to each other. And then the NFL tells New Orleans, hey, if you do not get this stadium back up to par by 2006, by the season opener for the New Orleans Saints, we might have to relocate the team. 3 years later, we won a Super Bowl. And you sit there with an open face, with a straight face, and tell me this doesn't matter because it's a location thing. Y'all think y'all just deserve it because it's in New Orleans. Bro, it's bigger than you. Bigger than Kendrick. It's bigger than a fucking Super Bowl. That's for the people in New Orleans that passed away during that time period, bro. 20 years. In 2025 of Hurricane Katrina. And you motherfuckers are sitting there with a straight face and telling me Lil Wayne don't deserve it? Really? Lil Wayne don't deserve it? Are you serious? And to the other people that sit there and say, well, Kendrick could bring Wayne out. He could. I wouldn't be able to pass it. I mean, like I said, it's September. The Super Bowl isn't until February. It could happen. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like it can't. But right now, in this sense, not after what the fuck transpired this past summer. See, we acting like Drake is not Wayne's fucking artist. Y'all are acting like Little Wayne has little to no loyalty to this man. As much as y'all shit on Birdman and them, you again are acting like you forget that Little Wayne is a loyal motherfucker. He was loyal to Birdman for years, even when this nigga was robbing him. He was loyal to this nigga. You think Lil Wayne ain't loyal to Drake? The nigga he signed, the person he put on, the man that he literally staked his entire label on. You really think that nigga ain't loyal to Drake? This is the hypocrisy of the ignorance of the people that I see on social media. You niggas really do believe niggas just don't like Drake. Wayne is loyal to this nigga, bruh. I put a comment under somebody's shit on TikTok when he said this. These two motherfuckers keep making y'all look stupid. And I said, y'all literally do believe Lil Wayne will hate on a nigga that he chose. He single-handedly chose to be a part of his motherfucking legacy. And you think he will disrespect Drake and just go on? Now again, like I said, it's 5 fucking months from now. I don't know. He might. He might turn around and do the song, but it's gonna have to be behind the scenes shit that we just don't know. Because there's no way in hell Wayne is gonna pop up on that stage. One, after he didn't even get the call possibly to do the show, to be the headliner, or maybe worse, he got the call, but he was told you gotta be a special guest. You gotta be a special guest appearance to the performer, the headliner, Kendrick Lamar. And Wayne could have been like, in my city? In my city, I'm the special guest in my city. I can understand I ain't got no songs, I ain't got no hits, I ain't got no, catalog. I had an album that came out and did 1 million motherfucking copies in a week. Has Kendrick ever done that? I got an album that did a million fucking copies in a week. Has Kendrick ever done that? My level of hot was blazing, nigga. Kendrick been hot for a summer. Bitch, I've been hot for 30 fucking years. 20 if you really want to give it an exclamation point. 20 motherfucking years. I've been hot for 20 motherfucking years. Are you serious? You want to tell me this nigga is better than me? And I should be his guest at my fucking city? Are you crazy? Who's to know say that they didn't disrespect Wayne to the point where you like, man, fuck them niggas. See, here's the thing that also people not understanding. Lil Wayne has got a Louisiana Fest that's coming up this upcoming year in November. November 2nd will be the Louisiana Fest that he does every year in New Orleans. We haven't heard shit from Wayne. We haven't heard shit from Wayne. We haven't heard shit from Birdman and Nicki, but nobody from technically Wayne's camp. We haven't heard shit from Wayne. So to hear people sit there and say that Wayne, so if people did the, so if Wayne go on stage November the 2nd, November the 2nd, if Wayne go on stage on November the 2nd at Louisiana Fest and says, I never got a call. Never got a call. Nobody ever hit me up from Live Nation. People been asking me to say something the last couple months since the shit been announced. By the way, it would be when the NFL season starts Sunday, which was September today's the 10th, the 8th of September. So Wayne goes on stage in New Orleans. It's in New Orleans. He goes on stage in New Orleans and says, I never got a call. Never got asked. They never even mentioned me. Or worse, they told me I could be a motherfucking guest to Kendrick Lamar. And I'm sorry, as much as I love my city, that's disrespectful as fuck. One of those two answers cannot be good for the Super Bowl halftime show. And to the people that's also saying, but nobody cares. It's not a local thing. It's a global thing. It's for the world. It's for the United States of America. Nigga, what you talking about? Y'all think Canada's watching this shit? You really think Germany and Japan and all these other places are watching the fucking Super Bowl? Fuck no. It's for America. So for you to sit there and say, "Oh, I don't give a fuck. It's not a local thing. It's a culture. It's a country thing." Okay, cool. That's an interesting thing to say though. when you call Drake a colonizer for the last couple months, and yet y'all are happy Kendrick is performing, when this nigga's more corporate than Drake is. Oh, I know what you about to say. Oh, he's independent though, Brandon. You don't know. He's independent. Independent, huh? He's independent. He's independent. Hmm, that's interesting. Now he's independent. Now he's independent. All of this shit y'all be saying since this been announced is absolutely stupid. I'm sorry. Every time y'all make a new point, you completely debunk your last. The facts of the fucking situation is very fucking simple. Kendrick should not be performing at the Super Bowl this year. The second thing, and that is that the next two Super Bowls are literally in California. Now, rumors are that technically Jay Z and Live Nation uh, will no longer be able to control the contract for the Live Nation, Jay Z, Rock Nation shit ends after this year's Super Bowl. So maybe that's another thing, and I give you that. But even in that sense, the NFL has seen enough of the revenue trickling in from artists of a different demographic. So you telling me somebody like a Kendrick Lamar in California, whoever the fuck is booking the Super Bowl show by that time, cannot sit there and say it's in the Bay Area. Kendrick's from Cali. He just had the number one album in the country. He's on tour. I'm pretty sure he'll come and do Cali. Tell me he can do that? 2 years, back to back years. The Bay Area, Santa Clara, California, which is San Francisco, and Los Angeles, Inglewood, SoFi. Tell me Kendrick can't do one or two of those shows? It's the disrespect. Now Wayne don't have no hits. Now Wayne don't have this. Now Wayne don't have that. Y'all think Not Like Us is a banger. You clearly wasn't around for a minute. That song got leaked and came back out in 2000, a year later on the Carter 3. It still was a dominant record. That shit was everywhere already. That shit was on YouTube with Corey Guns on it. The original Millie got leaked with Corey Guns on it. And Wayne did another verse and put it out, and it still was a banger. The fuck y'all talking about? The block is hot. Wayne could actually do something of the craziest shit. Wayne could bring out Chris Brown. It's so many people Wayne could bring out because he's had so many fucking hits. Because he's had a 30-year career. And people are just, I don't get it. I don't get it. The fact that Wayne just did Essence Fest. And he performed just by himself at Essence Fest. Supposed to be a cash money thing, but he did it by himself. And that performance was good. I don't get it. You do not have to tear down one to build up the other. And I don't like having to tear down Kendrick because Kendrick is great. But this is a terrible decision. I'm sorry. It's a fucking bad decision. And I don't care if you don't like that. Because half you motherfuckers are the same ones that was saying the same shit in February. That Wayne should be performing in New Orleans. Wayne or Chris Brown. That was the first two people I saw. Okay, it was Wayne, Nicki, and Drake should do next year, or Chris Brown. That's what I saw. And now it's, well, Kendrick is the goat, and Kendrick should. Wait, what the fuck? What's this? Where is this coming from? This was a terrible decision. And You saying that New Orleans don't matter and it's not a local thing? If Wayne do what he does, like I said, he does at in November, they could hijack the Super Bowl. And you might think that that's far and away. Fuck out, nigga. They gonna hijack the Super Bowl. How the fuck you gonna hijack the Super Bowl? Very simple. Boo the shit out of Kendrick the moment he arrives on the stage. Make it damn near impossible for anybody to hear his music. It could happen. That's not act like it can't happen. New Orleans could buy a bunch of fucking tickets. Rich New Orleans could buy a bunch of fucking tickets. It could happen. I think it was a terrible decision. And another thing also is we don't know how many more Super Bowls we're gonna get in New Orleans. Where you got places like Chicago building an indoor stadium. You have California now with two stadiums. You have Las Vegas with their stadium. You have Tennessee who's trying to build now get a new stadium. Of course, Houston, Miami, Atlanta. There's a lot of places that they can go with stadiums and places they can go. Minnesota, Indianapolis. There's a lot of places you can go. So when I hear people say that this doesn't matter, it does. It does. I know you don't like that, but it is what it is. It's been point of view of random shit. Yeah. Till next time. I'm Ranger New. Peace.